What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, let's get straight into things. Hopefully you've watched yesterday's video. If not, do go watch it. I did make a post about it on YouTube community today. But we're going to jump straight into things. It's Thursday. We're moving into Friday, the last day of the week. And you can see how price delivered just as we anticipated yesterday. As in, we got the rejection we expected. Why? Because we traded into our 3-month PD array, which I spoke about 2 days ago. And then you can see how beautifully price has been rejected at that price level. So now that things are going according to plan, going in line with what we want to see, we can start to look at potential discount PD arrays that we want to see price start to move towards. So you'll see we've just traded into this daily high, which is nice. We're starting on dollar as per usual. I always follow dollar first, by the way, just because so long as we know what dollar's doing, generally speaking, it's easy. Well, it is easier to get in line with the rest of the pairs, the currency pairs. So always start with dollar. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at, excuse me. Right, we're going to take a look at where price could be moving to. So we have this wick down here, and remember, wicks are gaps too. So if we look at this wick as a fair value gap, we can say, okay, let's anticipate price to trade down into there. So let's get that marked out, and we're going to just look at this as a normal fair value gap. Why? Because wicks are gaps too. I'm going to get rid of this just to clear up the charts a little bit, and then let's drop down to the 4 hour and take a closer look. So here you can see our price has been trotting on lower. Look at that rejection, absolutely perfect, beautiful displacement. So moving into tomorrow, I do want to see a continued down close day. That means any kind of rallying I see will be seen as suspect, and then I want to see expansion towards the main New York session and continued expansion down into the discount. Remember, I'm looking for price to trade into this fair value gap, and if it's looking a little bit overzealous, as in it wants to reach, and keep running, then I'll be looking for this south side liquidity pool to be traded to. And then I'd want to see this imbalance get filled. Now this is the real imbalance, so to speak, because it's an actual fair value gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this daily fair value gap. I'm going to pay more attention to this 4 hour fair value gap, just because it's literally a fair value gap. And then on the daily now, we have this marked out as a daily low for south side liquidity, and then obviously we have a bullish order block right here. Now I'm not too concerned about the bullish order block, because as far as I'm concerned, we're on the south side of the curve. So any kind of bullish order blocks, I'm happy to see get traded to and through. I'm not really concerned about thinking I don't want to see it act bullishly. Basically, I'm actively looking for this to give way to price and allow it to trade through it. So let's drop down to the 4 hour, and you'll see how we're moving lower, and I'm looking for us to run out these lows and again try and fill this imbalance that we have right here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm expecting. Let's go to the 1 hour. Beautiful delivery to the downside. You can see we wicked up right here. That would have been an ideal entry, and you can see our price is plotting on lower, and again we've got the south side liquidity and a fair value gap inside a fair value gap. Very high probability. I'm looking for price to trade down into that tomorrow. This is also purge and revert in terms of the layout, and what that means is that we've had the reversal on Wednesday, and then Thursday we've taken out Wednesday's lows. So that means moving into Friday, we can anticipate Tuesday and Monday lows to be potentially targeted. So I'm going to just get these daily dividers up like so, and I'm looking for this south side. And if we trade, let's say we trade right through this imbalance and price just keeps running, I'll be then looking for Monday's low, and it'll be nice if price does start to fall that heavily. But again, I'll be looking for setups in terms of any kind of rallying we see happening early in tomorrow. But the fact that we're below that Wednesday low now, I don't want to see price come back above there. As far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't need to do that. So that's everything on dollar. Let's head over to GBP USD, and I think did I do some demo trading here? I believe I did. Let's take a look. Okay, I didn't do any demo trading here, but I did on euro. In fact, we're still in a long position. Okay, I'll talk about this demo long position in a bit on euro. But nonetheless, obviously, if we're expecting lower prices on pound, let me just get rid of these for now. If we're expecting lower prices on dollar, we want to see higher prices on pound. Let me just clear everything on pound right now, just to pound to make it a bit more clear for us. So I'm expecting Thursday's high to get ran, Wednesday's high, and it'd be nice to see if we can trade up towards this bearish order block as a target. So let's get that marked out in blue. and we haven't yet taken out this down close candle. So I'm looking for this high especially to get taken out, because that will then allow this candle to be a bullish order block. So I'm looking for this high to get ran. Basically, it should be drawing to this high specifically. Yes, obviously we're going to take out Thursday's high, but I want to see this high get taken out, because then that will there's a word that will allow it to become a bullish order block, and that's useful to us. So let's go to the 4 hour, and you can see how price turned, came down, fair value gap. Look at where we traded to in the fair value gap. We can study this 25% level. So I'm expecting again more expansion to the upside and running out this high, and then again above these highs potentially. Now there isn't any clear imbalance other than up here. There's a small 4 hour imbalance. So again, depending on how bullish price is, it may want to run up into here. It'd be nice to see if it can get up there. That'd be a crazy Friday if it does. But nonetheless, I'm expecting price to continue on higher. And look at how price is finding support. Where there's up close candles on the downside of the curve, is providing support on the upside of the curve. So we want to continue to see that. And this is what we call institutional sponsorship. So yeah, that's everything over there. Let's go to the 15-minute. You can see how price came in there. And again, we're just consolidating a bit. Pound is moving a little bit slower than euro has been moving in terms of expansion, but nonetheless we're expecting that Wednesday high to get ran, because it hasn't yet, and then it should need to catch up and try and maybe even get that Tuesday high ran as well. In terms of lowest I want to see price go, it shouldn't, as far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't need to drop any lower than this bullish order block. So yeah, any lower than that I'd be suspicious, but generally speaking this bullish order block should hold its own, and we should be able to continue to see price getting pushed higher as we move into the new day. So let's finish up on Euro USD. We are in some beautiful positions right now. In fact, let me close it out so we can take a closer look. Excuse me. So here's executions this week. I went short here, got out in here, and I did speak about all of this week in this week's video. So do go check them out if you haven't yet. But beautiful setups here, and then today long here with the expectation to run out that Wednesday high. And then you can see I left it on a bit longer because we are expecting more higher prices. So anyway, nonetheless, let's go to the daily. If you want to see more like trade execution stuff like that, do let me know. I'll see what I can do. But we're expecting more up close. We have a rejection block level up here, and we're looking for highs and imbalances. So there's obviously this high. There's a rejection block level up there. But let's see if there's a fair value gap on the 4 hour, and there is one right here. But it seems like it's quite local to price right now. But it'll be nice to see if price can push up into that. Let's go to the daily real quick. We have a bullish order block right here, inversion fair value gap there. And basically, I don't want to see price drop any lower than this box, which I've just delineated right here. Any lower than that, I'll be a little bit suspicious. So I'm happy for price to stay above there. Then I'm looking to run out this high and into that 4 hour fair value gap I was talking about. So this could allow us for potential setups to form. Maybe in London, price may want to dip down into there. That's where I'll be accumulating longs, and then I'll start looking to offset those positions above this swing high right here, assuming London allows price to drop down into there, which would be ideal. Let's go to the 1 hour, take a closer look. You can see how we're just consolidating. Again, you know, any kind of downwards price action is suspect because we're looking and anticipating rallying, and we want to see price, you know, reach up into this fair value gap and imbalance where there's also a bearish order block. We will go to the 15-minute. Yeah, not really much right now, but my same point. You can see how we've created an order block here and price is traded higher. So I'm happy for price to return back to this consolidation. Any lower than that, a little bit suspect, but we shouldn't witness any of that. We should just be able to, you know, we should expect the low to be made within here, and then us to be filling this imbalance in the premium. And then we can get very specific right here, because we have a 15-minute fair value gap inside of a 4 hour fair value gap. Let's go to the 5-minute. And it is very possible that price can run into Asia and just keep rallying. And if that's the case, let's say we reach here and we start the new day and we're already up here, we might find that price reverses and we just have a bit of a consolidated day, and we need to be aware of that. But as far as I'm concerned, if this high isn't taken out by New York, then New York will probably want to run for it. assuming we're still above this box which I delineated. So that's going to be everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the mailing list. And yeah, that's going to be everything. Peace, and I'll catch you guys on Sunday.